Good morning, students. Welcome back to my next lecture. So in this lecture we will discuss about center of gravity. So you all know that gravitational force gravitational force is always attractive in nature. What is the nature? Its nature is attractive. And you all know the formula of gravitational force. It is F equals G m1 multiplied by m2 upon r square. So here G is universal gravitational force. G is universal gravitational, it's constant, universal gravitational constant. And here m1 and m2 are masses of bodies, two different bodies, and r is the separation. You all know that gravitational force is always attractive in nature, and its formula is F equals G m1 m2 upon r square. So whatever the attraction is, whatever the force of attraction, it depends on the product of masses. Means larger the masses or more the mass, more will be the attraction, and lesser the, since r separation lies in the denominator, so lesser the separation will be, more will be the force. So the earth attracts every particle towards its center by the force of gravity on the particle, which is called the weight W of the body. Suppose we have a body. So this body is attracted towards the earth. Suppose this body is having mass m and earth is attracting the body towards its center. So the acceleration due to gravity is g. So the force of attraction will be F equals to mass of the body multiplied by acceleration due to gravity, that will be mg. So this force mg is also represented by weight. So what is weight? Weight is the product of mass of the body and the acceleration due to gravity. So the force by which the earth attracts the body towards its center is called weight of the body. Now suppose we have a body. So in this case, here we can consider the complete body is made up of many particles, which is distributed throughout the body. So if there are so many particles, so every particle is having some mass. So, and if the force is acting on those masses, then the force will be mg, that is weight. So we can consider each and every particle is having some weight. So here the weight of this particle is w1, weight of another particle is w2, and weight of another particle is w3, and so on, w4, w5, and there are n number of particles, so we can take wn. So here, as the size of the body is quite small in comparison to the size of the earth, so here the size of the body is considered to be very small as compared to the size of the earth. So here we can consider that all these weights are parallel to each other. That means these all weights, that is the force, are acting parallel to each other and they are along same direction. So can these all weight can be represented by a single weight? Yes, it can be represented. So we can write W equals to, so this is the summation of all the weights. It will be W1 plus W2, that is W3 weight of third particle, and so on. There are n number of particles, so it will be Wn. So now the question is, where will be the position of this weight capital W? So here the weight W is considered to act at a point G, such that the algebraic sum of the moments due to weight W1, W2, W3, W4, W5 and Wn means the algebraic sum of all the weights is considered at that point is 0, then the weight, that is the total weight, will act at that point. So the point where this total weight act is considered at considered as G. So what is G here? G is the center of gravity. So center of gravity is a point where the weight, here I am considering this point as a G, center of gravity. So here at this point the weight W will act, whose weight will be the sum of all the weights. So what will be the definition of center of gravity? The center of gravity CG of a body is the point about which the algebraic sum of moments of weights, here the weights are W1, W2 and all, of all the particles constituting the body is 0. That is, the entire weight of the body can be considered to act at this point. Howsoever the body is placed. So this is the definition of center of gravity. So it tells center of gravity of a body is the point about which the algebraic sum of moments of weights of the all the particles constituting the body is 0. That means it is a point where the algebraic moment, we all have discussed what is moment. It is force multiplied by perpendicular distance from a fixed point. So here the sum of moments means the algebraic sum of all the moments will come to 0. So center of gravity is a point where the entire weight of the body is considered to be acting. So it does not depends on the position or the how the body is placed. So it totally depends on a position where the body will. So it totally depends on the position where the weight of the body will act. Here are few things to note. Note the position of center of gravity of the body depends on the shape. That means shape means the entire distribution of the mass in the body. That means it totally depends on the position, that is the distribution of particles throughout the body. If the distribution of masses will change, then the position of center of gravity will also change. Now the second point is, it is not necessary that center of gravity will act within the material. If we consider an example, suppose we have a wire which is in the form of a straight form, or it can be considered as a rod. So here, if the masses are equally distributed, then center of gravity will lie at its center, and the center of gravity is within the material. But if the same wire is bent in the form of a ring, if we bend the same wire in the form of a ring, then the position of the center of gravity will change and it come to the center of the ring. That is, it is a position where there is no material. So it totally depends on the shape where the center of gravity will act. Similarly, if we take the example of a hollow sphere, then again here also the center of gravity will act inside, that is at the center of the hollow sphere where there is no material. So the center of gravity can act within the material and it can act at the position where there is no material. So now with the concept of center of gravity, we have come to the conclusion that we have considered that there is a body, and since the body is having many particles, so there are large number of weights acting through each particle. But with the center of gravity, we concluded that we can consider a point where the center of gravity act, that is the center of attraction, that is W, that is which is a weight which is equals to sum of all the weights. So here we can conclude that from the concept of center of gravity, that a body of weight W can be considered as a point particles of weight W at its center of gravity. So a body can be considered as a point particle. This is a point of center of gravity. So a large size body can be considered as a point particle, and this is the position where the weight of the body acts. Now, with the help of center of gravity, we can even balance a body. Suppose we have a body, suppose we have a uniform meter rule, so it is of 100 centimeter. So at 50 centimeter mark, we can even balance the body. If we put the tip at this point, the scale can be balanced. So it is also referred as a balancing point. Now we can see that different figures have different position of center of gravity. Like this is a circular ring. So here the center of gravity is lying without the material, means there is no material. But if we talk about a circular disc like CD you have seen, so here is a position of center of gravity, so it is within the material. Similarly, if we talk about rectangle, it is at the point of intersection of diagonals. In parallelogram also, at the point of intersection, here is the center of gravity. So these all are, G is the position of center of gravity. If we talk about a cylinder, so it lies within. Now we will discuss about how to locate the center of gravity of an irregular lamina. So suppose we have an irregular lamina. So to locate the center of gravity, what we have to do? We will make 3 pinhole. Suppose this position A, at position B and position C. So with the help of a pin, we will just suspend it freely. Make sure that the lamina is suspended freely, and we will just move it. Then what will happen? After some movement, the lamina will come to rest. Then we will draw a straight line that is vertically downward from the suspended point. Now we will repeat the same procedure with the point B. Again we will place the body such that the B point will lie here, and we will place the pin. Then we will suspend the body freely, and then after the body comes to rest, we will again draw one vertical line. Then it will come, suppose, in this way along, and from C also. So the point of intersection of all the lines will be the center of gravity. So this is all about center of gravity. Now you can go through exercise 1B in your physics book, go through the chapter, and in case of any query, ask. Thank you.